Kofi, Pat's house, and here, it seems like it's been a while since you guys have had a game on the road like this. What did you learn about yourself today?
How poised we are. I think we showed great humility, especially in the last part where we went on that run where Trent got on the heater, Jay hit 2 shots. I think we were just poised. We didn't let the crowd bother us. They went up, they had their run, and we just threw our punches back.
What's different for you guys in the second half, just to maybe get through kind of a rough first half of both teams?
Our defense, it was tremendous. We held up to 21 points in the second half. That's great because we feed off our defense. And once our defense is going and we get that going good, and that starts our offense. We get fast break points, we get that juice, to go back and execute our offense. So that's definitely why
What was key for you to get in that rhythm offensively and start to have some success in that second half?
I don't think it was any key. I feel like I missed a couple of shots, and I missed shots that I could have made. They forced me to take tough shots, and they forced like hard positions in the post. It was just about coming out in the second half, keeping my mind right, slowing down on my moves, and trying to finish whenever I can.
Kofi, you talk about getting Trace in foul trouble right off the bat. He went to the bench, and then you got Durr in foul trouble too. Let's talk about how that played in the game.
It was big time for us. I feel like Trace, if you know him, he's a really impactful player. And when you have a guy like that on the bench, it allows you to slow down, take a deep breath, execute better offense. You have to work. It's one that's offensive that you have to worry about. So it definitely worked out. I wouldn't say in our favor, but it definitely gave us the opportunity to cool down and just go about playing our game.
Kofi, you seem to be helping shooters get shots. What process do you hold in that responsibility?
It's the stuff, man. So about setting screens, rolling out of them, drawing guys to, forcing guys to check me, on the rolls. I'm getting deep positions where guys have to double down fast. There's a lot of things that play into that. Coach runs great offense to get those guys open and get those guys shots. He knows the scout, he knows what they do, and he tries to execute based on that.
Kofi, you guys have rarely gotten beat on the road in the Big Ten the last 2 years. What has led to that, and what's it like for you guys as a group when you walk into an arena like this?
Our toughness, man. Coach, he instilled his toughness into us, and we've game by game just grew in that area where we just have that toughness mindset. We don't care if we're on the road or not. To us, it's a home game. We don't let the noise, we don't let anything bother us. We're poised, and we go out and we execute every game.
Kofi, what brought you back to Illinois this year to play with these guys?
A lot of factors, man. The players, obviously, great dudes, built great bonds with those guys, coaches. They've been tremendous with my growth, getting better as a player and a person. And Champaign, man. If you know Champaign, you know how great it is, how great those fans are, the sacrifices they make for us. They're always there. So I think those 3 factors are definitely some of the main reasons I came back. And the last one would be my legacy, to fulfill my legacy and ultimately be one of the best players to leave going on.
What will keep you here next year?
What will keep me here? Who knows what the future holds, man. I like to think I'm a humble person. I'm not in a rush to do anything. I'm just trying to develop my game, trying to get better, and trying to win.
You and Brad both talked about poise in the first half, especially. It was kind of tough to get going. How do you guys build that poise? Is it experience? Is it trust? How does that all come together?
It's all of those things, man. It's experience. It's trust. It's a bond that we have. When you can look to the side, and like Trent, for instance, he had an air ball today. When you can look to the side and nobody's hanging their head, everybody's saying, you shoot the next one. Stuff like that. Those gives you that confidence, that no matter what happened, I don't care what happened, my brother's got my back and I got their back, It's just that brotherhood and that connection that we have where nobody matters but us, It's all about us and winning.
Trent hits those 2 big threes in the second half. One leads to a timeout, one puts you up 10. What does this do for you guys?
What does he do for us?
Yeah, no. What did those 2 shots do for you in the second half?
It was good for us. Teams like Indiana, they don't go away easily. And when you got guys that can hit those shots and separate us, and build on the leads, it's big time. Because you never know. This is Big Ten play. 6-point leads and 5-point leads don't win basketball games. You know what I'm saying?
Coach talked
to the 21 points in the second half. What's that mean to you? And as for this team to have the team on their home court at 21%.
It means a lot to us, man. A lot of teams focus on offense. Our main focus is defense, and we take such pride in that. Whenever we have a good defensive game, we celebrate those, We pat each other on the backs. We go back in and we try to get better, We take great pride in defense, and to hold a team like that to 21 points, a really good offensive team like that, it's tremendous. It just shows, goes to show you our work.
What are those huddles like when you're trying to break or run on the other side? Coach talked about DeMonte or Trent or you stepping up and saying something. What's it like in those huddles to be able to have the poise?
it's really big time, man. You know, you got guys that listen, man. Especially the freshmen, Luke, RJ, and all those guys. They listen and they take heed to whatever veterans are saying. You know, when you got guys that listen and you got guys that shrug their shoulders and hold their heads down and always got something to say back to you, it makes your job easier as leaders. You know, so it's just about controlling it, making sure that nobody's losing their minds. You know, challenges come and just about overcoming those challenges.
Kofi, Purdue rematch next. What excites you about getting a chance to go up against those big men again?
You know, those two big men are two of the best bigs in college basketball, actually. And, you know, it's always a great opportunity to go out there, you know, match up against those guys with size, like Edia has and skill that Travion has. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting that rematch because they beat us at home, you know. So it's always a huge crowd at Purdue, and it's going to challenge us, you know, and see what kind of team we are. You know, we came here and we did it here in Indiana, and we're going to try and do it in Purdue.
Did you learn anything about your team today, Kofi? And if so, why?
The thing I learned today, I learned how locked in those guys are. You know, I was on the bench for a second. I looked to the right of me, and I saw Podge. He's shouting out their plays. You know, he's jumping. He's telling everybody, "Yo, this play's coming. This play's coming. This is what they're doing." You know, it's just connectivity. You know, knowing what guys are doing and trying to help your team win. You know, so I think that's definitely something I saw today.
I know Jacob's kind of able to get you the ball quickly. How much does he help you when he's on the floor?
When he's on the floor, with the shooting, it helps me a lot. You know, guys have to be cognizant of like helping off of him because they know he's capable of shooting the ball well, especially when I'm passing the ball out the post to where I do. You know, so he definitely helps me. He gets open a lot. You know, he's the best player in the country with cutting and just getting open spots and just having spacing. So he definitely like uplifts my game.
Did you miss buildings like this? I mean, it's been a while since we've seen this.
Yeah, man, it was big time, man. You know, you look up in those stands and you see all those red and white. You know, you hear them chanting, they're screaming at you and stuff. You know, those things get me going personally. You know, and it definitely gets my team going because they were really pumped up in the beginning of the game. You know, these atmospheres are why we come to the Big Ten. You know, to play atmosphere like that. You go anywhere in the Big Ten and you see atmospheres like this, like Wisconsin, Michigan State, you know, Illinois. The list goes on and on. So it's definitely a really good thing.
How satisfying is it when you come into a place like this and it's loud and it's hostile, and at the end there's nothing but a mirror?
It's pretty satisfying, man. It goes to show you the work you put in. You know, like not letting things bother you. That's one of the biggest things, man. It's one of the hardest things to do, actually. You know, when somebody's screaming at you, telling you how much you suck. You know, it's really one of the toughest things to keep a level head and execute and do what you have to do to win. You know, so playing in that crowd and overcoming and winning, it's tremendous.
The feeling you got when they boo you louder than anybody else in the performance, that you enjoy that?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy that, man. It just goes to show like I'm doing something good. You know, if they're not booing you, you're not doing something right. You know, they know what kind of player I am. They know what I bring to the table, and they try to get me out of my game. And I'm not gonna allow that. So I just keep my poise and play my game.
Hey, Kofi, you guys, Luke airballed the three and then Trent airballed the three, but then after that, you guys kind of went on a run. Like, how do you respond to that way?
That's about telling each other, like, you know, keep your head up, take the next shot. We work on those shots. You know, I see Luke put up 1,000 of those shots. Trent put up 1,000 of those shots. You know, so it's just about, you know you can make it. You're capable of making it. You wouldn't take it if you didn't know you could make it. You know what I'm saying? This is about telling them keep your confidence, picking their head up, make sure that you're not holding their head and stuff like that.
Thank you, Kofi.